We see here, remote CEOs. What does CEO mean to you? An old white guy. Okay, what does CEO mean to you?
Boss man.
Boss man or woman. What's remote mean to you? Traveling, freedom, location freedom, time freedom. I like it, you're nailing it all. This is exactly it. A CEO is someone who has a team. You are not a CEO unless you're a boss man, boss woman. If you're a solopreneur and you got no one on your team, you're not a CEO. So this is the solopreneur roadmap. That is what we're discussing here today. It's some great materials. Number one, maybe you're wanting to hire, but you're not sure how to go about it. Maybe you got like one other person with you, but you're kind of interested in hiring remotely, because circling back to remote is someone who's working maybe offshore or in a different country. So this is where it gets very interesting. In today's presentation, you're gonna learn 4 key things. 1, who to hire. 2, where to hire. 3, how to hire for success. And 4, automation. Before we jump into all of this, I want to share with you Diana Shams. This is a screenshot from 9 years ago. And she said here on Facebook, working at superhuman speed, running on minimal sleep, trying to remember to eat while nursing carpal tunnel wrist. I think a lot of us can relate to some of that, maybe not the carpal tunnel, but running on minimal sleep, forgetting to eat. That's a solopreneur journey. Here's Diana now. 9 years ago today, I was dying under the weight of my work. It never got easy until I started my journey with remote CEOs. This was a month ago. 1 month ago, Diana's life has changed. She is now team lead. She started with 1 hire, 2 hire, now 3 hires. She's addicted. She's removed herself from working in the business, fulfillment, customer service, sales call. So now she can work on higher level activities and spending more time with her husband, enjoying her new property on waterfront White Rock. That's what it's talking about. Diana is crushing it. Okay, let's talk about that pain. A little bit, you saw it with Diana, but let's circle back here. Want to make a greater impact. Why do we get into business? A lot of us say money, a lot of us say freedom. Maybe it's just wanting to make a bigger impact. But how are you gonna do that when you're a one-man team? You got ceilings, you can't go all the way. You're gonna have limitations. Maybe you feel like, hey, I'm doing well, but I got no time left in the day for my family. No time left in the day for my friends. No time left in the day for my kids or hobbies. Or perhaps, yes, you can't seem to grow anymore. You're like, oh,
I am a peacock! You gotta let me fly!
I've hit that ceiling. I'm doing marketing. I'm getting all these leads, and then someone getting past me. I'm trying this, I'm trying that. Slow down, because you're overlooking the one crucial step here, and that is you graduating and going from solopreneur to CEO. Imagine this. Here I am in Arizona with friends and family while my company continued to work for me. Here I am with my graduate students in one of our classes, all celebrating their journey of becoming a CEO. Imagine having that time, that freedom, do what you want when you want while making passive income or money and not having to do the tedious, mundane tasks. Forget about that. I can relate to it though. Absolutely 100% relate to it. This is my story. This is Zaster. Oh man, this one hurts. You all have that lesson now. Zaster was one of my startups where we helped influencers connect with brands, and so that the influencers can make more money and the brands can make more money. And it was a very innovative thing at the time. And we had in 12 months grown to being one of the fastest growing applications and websites in North America. We had 6,000 influencers using our platform and 100,000 daily users. I was rubbing shoulders with some of the biggest players in the game. I was in talks with Tencent, Verizon, on the verge of signing a contract, flying around the country, people telling me I've made it, I've done it. You would have thought I would have done it, but it was just me and this guy right here. 2 guys managing that kind of volume. Forget about it. Forget about it. That is a low level, that's solopreneur. One other person. How do you expect 2 people to do that? We went to the fucking moon. That's what we all want to do, right? I'm going to the moon, baby. I'm going to the moon. Okay, make sure you can land though, because I went to the fucking moon and I fucking blew up, shattered in a million pieces. You do not want that. Slow down. This is me. Hello, I'm wearing kind of the same outfit here. Listen, why should you listen to me? I have a multi-six-figure agency right now. It isn't this company I'm talking to you about right now, Remote CEO. It is currently running for me right now. I have 20 global employees, Pakistan, India, Philippines, some local here, but for the most part, 80% there are overseas. 4 years of helping entrepreneurs within that agency, experience in 25 different industries. Over $50 million in 2022 for my clients was generated, and 20 students in my academy currently at Remote CEOs. How am I here today talking to you while generating stupid numbers, running this agency? Because I have a team behind me doing that work. So today, we're gonna talk about this though. Who to hire, where to hire, hire for success, automation. Now, who to hire? These are some misconceptions we have. We think we have to hire locally, which is expensive. If we hire remotely, they don't speak good English, right? We just talked about that. Local talent is entitled, job hoppers, right? You don't know what to hire for. Maybe you're like, I think I gotta fix somebody. But hiring someone based on how you feel about them. Yeah, definitely. But let's look at this. If you don't have an assistant, you are the assistant. Jumping over here, the solutions. Hire remotely offshore is a cheaper option than you hiring locally. It is. Locally here is $16 an hour. If you hire remotely, you're looking at anywhere between $280, $300, maybe $500 a month. Some cases be a little bit more, but that's roughly what you're looking at. In the Philippines, where I like to hire the most from, is one of the largest English-speaking nations. English is not a problem. For the most part, they have a neutral accent. You won't even notice it because their street signs are in English, the commercials are in English, and that's all they speak in school is English. Now, employees from developing countries are loyal, as where job hoppers here locally, people are gonna skip to the next opportunity they have, even if it's $1 more. I'm gonna take that job, oh my God, let's go. They're loyal there, right? Outsource what you suck at or you hate. That's what you first hire for, right? Always make data-driven decisions. I like this guy, I'm vibing with him. I feel like he's good, let me bring him on. No way, man. What are you doing? You can't go off feelings. How can we get around feelings? This is a great opportunity for you to use this free tool we got on our website, remoteceos.academy/workstyles. Here are some people talking about their experience with that site. The result after taking this work style survey was 100% accurate. Love the W8, which is the work style I use for my entire team. It seems 9 out of 10 accurate. Great tool. This is why work style isn't personality, but it's part of it. Work personality, you got your education is part of it, your trauma, your ecosystem, your biology, your social status, your wealth, all that plays a part into who you are as an individual. You might have a new trauma tomorrow. You could be a completely different person. You could get drunk tonight, become a different person. But here's the part, the work style, it does not change. If you hate paperwork and then you get drunk, you're still gonna hate paperwork.
The point is, we couldn't do our job if it weren't for you guys doing all the paperwork.
I'ma be rocking over that bass.
So that's why we took that survey and altered this to only highlight the work elements. And so this is how you can make data-driven decisions when hiring. Now, where do we hire? Misconceptions. Hiring remote means I gotta go to Fiverr, Upwork. That's where I gotta go. Someone working from home is just gonna juggle multiple jobs. Well, there's some other places you can go, and here's some solutions for you. You can hire from sites like onlinejobs.th. You can go to use braintrust.com. The culture in the Philippines is to put in hard work. You become their top priority because they're just looking for something safe at home for the most part. And if you are providing them good pay, they're gonna be extremely loyal to you at the end of the day. And they will work within your systems and follow your processes. Why did I say that? Because on Fiverr and Upwork, for you to communicate with that person, they have to communicate on Fiverr. They can't communicate outside on your platform or else they risk getting banned. Okay, and that's their source of income. So good luck trying to get them off that. And on top of that, if you had them wanting to follow your processes within Slack or other channels, they can't, right? And with an employee, they'll wear multiple hats for you, which is sometimes what we need as a small business owner, one person to come on and start wearing multiple hats for us. On Fiverr, good luck, they only specialize in one thing. You want them to do something a little extra, you're going to be paying a premium for it. With an employee, you don't have to worry about that. Hiring for success, misconceptions, giving someone a paycheck is enough. They'll get the job done. We think whatever we've told them to do, they're just gonna do it. Forget about it. Take the time to form relationships with your employees. You need contracts to hold them accountable. Have HR policies that are clearly lays out your expectations for them. Have incentives to work towards for their retention. These are all important parts of having a good, long-lasting employee. Let's keep it going here. 2 weeks on vacation. My God, Joshua came in, hired his first remote employee. It was just him solo before. As soon as he hired, it was only a week later, he's like, well, I gotta go on vacation, I already booked it. And so he goes away. He comes back. I didn't even think about work. When I came back, I had an inbox full of outgoing messages as my employee has been reaching out to potential leads. My social media channels have been active, blah, 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 blah. Everything was taken care of because he had systems in place, he had contracts, he had HR policies, she knew exactly what her job was and she saw it through. We had accountability systems in place too. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit, about automation. Automation. Whoa. Sight. Oh my God. Misconceptions. We have to be tech savvy to set up automation. It will make things too complicated. It's too expensive. Okay. Here's the truth. Geekbot. This is a great tool to automate accountability. Slack and Asana can organize your workflow. I didn't have enough space to write it in, but when you integrate the two, you can automate things. And integrating these tools is a push of a button. It's too expensive. Shut up. It's free. Look, we didn't have a lot of time today, and we didn't get to cover all this, but check it out. Some stuff I wish I could have talked to you about: understanding the 4 core work styles, using the 4 core work styles in a hiring process, pay structure, how to make a magnetic job post,
how to conduct a winning interview, building employment culture, setting up the contracts. 3 hours later.
But I've been where you are. I know how you feel. You heard about my story at Zaster. It is painful. I know what it's like burning out. I know what it's like working from fucking 6 a.m. to 1 a.m., getting up, doing it all over again. It's a nightmare. No time for life. This is an opportunity for me to help you hire your first remote employee in 14 days and save a minimum of 20 hours weekly. What could you do with 20 hours? Think about that for a second. What could you do with 20 extra hours each week? Just imagine that.